Greetings, friends. This is Elizabeth Shermer with an intuitive reading for the Grids of Light on Saturday, October 29th. Today's reading is in anticipation of tomorrow's new moon in Scorpio, which occurs at 10:38 a.m., Sunday, October 30th. That's Pacific time. And before I dive into the reading, I want to say a little bit about a couple of cards that can perhaps help you understand the overall energy signature of this new moon, and then the reading will give you practical advice on how to show up for those potentials. So the first card is related to the Sabian symbol for this new moon. The Sabian symbol for 8 degrees Scorpio is a calm lake bathed in moonlight. And as soon as I knew that, as soon as I heard that signature, I immediately thought of this card, the Queen of Cups, because the painting is exactly that, of a calm, still lake bathed in moonlight. And the quality of the Queen is your ability to step into mastery of your own inner calm, inner stability, inner coherence within the emotional realm. So your ability to really stay in your heart in complete integration and equilibrium. And the painting itself is really beautiful, and the message behind the card is beautiful. We're in a moon in Scorpio, and so I want to show the tarot card for Scorpio, which is the Death card. And for those of you not familiar with the tarot, the Death card does not signify physical death. It's not a bad omen. It is it embraces many teachings around our ability to show up for change and transformation and to fully participate in the ongoing metamorphosis of our life. There are many, many things we could say about this card and all of the teachings embedded here, but what I just want to refer to today are the specific aspects related to Scorpio, which may be helpful for you. So, in understanding the opportunities of this month and how you can work with the energy of Scorpio to manifest in your life this month. So Scorpio is the sign of fixed water. It has to do with a deep, strong, confident connection to your power from the emotional realm. In the 12 zodiac signs, it's known as the most powerful in combination with Leo, which is fixed fire. So the sign of Leo is more extroverted power. Scorpio is inner strength and power, going deep, going into the depths. So those of us in the northern hemisphere can relate to the way the chi of the earth right now in the season of fall, preparing for winter, is moving really deep. The energy of trees is moving deep. The energy of all the earth around us moves deep, down into the rich soil. And so if you can feel yourself having that capacity this month to go deep into the fertile soil of your own inner realms. And, there's so much more I could say, but I think that's enough for right now. Just realize that the energy of Scorpio requires you to go deep. And so if you don't go deep, things can seem, the shadow aspects of this quality of emotional strength can come forward, which can be inconsistency or stress or all sorts of just emotional aggression, all sorts of things. But those are the shadow aspects, not the true nature of the power of Scorpio and the beauty of Scorpio. So I love this image of the Sabian of the Queen of Cups because this can help you understand the specific energy of this month and the gift of inner stillness, inner calm. So obviously in our culture right now, there are a lot of examples of the lack of calm or of intensity or of stress or of exaggerated responses to things. So realize that there will be those activations this month for those who aren't able to connect with inner calm. There are several astrological opportunities related specifically this month to when the moon transits each of the planets leading up to the full moon. And each of those transits over the coming 2 weeks holds a special opportunity for new insights and awareness, new gifts, new opportunities, and they all come from this place of inner calm. and clarity and connection to your own connection to wisdom and truth. Okay, so understanding this, then these opportunities, let's look at the spread. And so working with these energies of Scorpio and knowing the intensity that can happen at this time of month and also this time of year, and also the amazing opportunities, especially with this beautiful wisdom teaching of the Queen of Cups related to the location of the moon and the Sabian. I asked for a spread that would give us each the opportunity to connect with our own inner power and inner strength. What do we need to know to fully show up to our inner power and inner strength and our inner sense of equilibrium? Oh, there's one more piece. There's a lot today. The other aspect of Scorpio is that this is inner strength and inner power and inner creativity that is related to a contribution to connecting to the larger whole. So there's a social aspect to Scorpio of the deep desire to make a contribution, to connect with others, to create something larger than yourself. So that's also part of the inspiration of this moon, is stepping into larger visions of what's possible in your life. Okay, so here's the spread. The spreads are always brilliant. This one is no exception. So I'm going to start with the center, I think, which is the Chariot. And those of you who know the astrological correspondences know that the Chariot is the card of cardinal water and Cancer. So this is a card of deep emotional connection. It's also associated with the Queen of Cups and in the calendar of the year. And in the position of the mind, it's signifying the importance of you coming present to your life from this place of inner strength and calm and stillness. The warrior on the Chariot is sitting in the lotus position, signifying and being pulled forward by the four helpers, one of whom is related to Scorpio. And so these helpers are represent our ability to trust in change and to trust in the perfection of circumstances and our ability to come into a relationship with change in our life so that we can move forward in fortunate ways. The Chariot is being propelled on the yellow brick road. There are so many symbols here of the combination of stability and courage and trust in change, and also feeling at home in the world. So all of this is saying that this month and with this moon, you have the opportunity, by connecting to inner stillness and inner calm and inner security, to experience really clear guidance about your own actions and the steps you can take in your life to move forward. All the way in the left in the position of circumstances, the Chariot, the Tower. And the Tower is the upper card, is related to the Chariot in that the Chariot is the number 7 and the Tower is 16, which the 1 and the 6 reduced to 7. So there's a way in which we work together with these cards. The Tower represents external change in the world, which of course all of us are aware is not just in our personal lives, but in the culture at large and in the world at large. There's a lot of dismantling happening, and all of this dismantling is from a larger perspective, represented by the Eye of Horus, is for the purpose of larger good, of transformation for larger good. And so the Chariot in the position of mind and awareness is reminding you to move within where you can connect to that trust in the larger good. Don't identify with the external circumstances. And that's even emphasized because in this spread today, the card came up reversed. So there's a significance here of saying don't put your attention, don't get attached to details or to fixation on any forms of dismantling. Trust your ability to stay aligned, and then you can come in the perfect relationship with change. And then there's a really incredible synchronicity here. The card for Spirit is the Queen of Cups, which I was just speaking of a moment ago. And so sometimes people ask me afterwards if I actually choose these cards. I don't. I shuffle and I draw 3 cards after I cut, just off the top of the deck. So the synchronicity here is an affirmation of the energy of this moon, the moonlight, the still lake, the affirmation that Source and Spirit and your higher self, your angels, your guides are all lined up to support you. And that this is already taken care of. Your job is to tend to your own practices and to your intention to connect to inner calm. And then this can be really a marvelous month of adventure and joy and collaboration with others. And so then I drew another card. Oh my goodness, where are the extra cards? I'm straightening up my table. Well, I'm just going to have to tell you about them because I don't see them. Oh, here they are. So I usually just draw one more card. And today, when I was drawing the cards, I had the impulse to draw 3 because there's a message here. So I'm going to just show them to you in order. This is the order in which they were drawn, with the emphasis at the end. So the first card, it's almost like body, mind, spirit again. The first message is 10 of Cups satiety, is the acknowledgement of a lot of emotional energy this month. It could be overwhelming, and it can also be an incredible blessing. And really, the choice is yours, and all of us probably will go in and out of those experiences. It's not like we are always 100% in alignment, but know that the more you can stay in alignment, the more you can experience abundant joy and emotional fulfillment and eagerness for new beginnings in your life. And then the card for awareness, the 4 of Discs, power, which signifies the commitment to grounding and the commitment to inner balance and inner focus. And then the final card in the position of spirit, the Ace of Discs, which is the birth of new form and the promise of new beginnings. And so the Chariot itself, which is a card that talks about grounding. There are 4 pillars on the Chariot signifying those 4 discs of embodiment and grounding. The Chariot is a card of fortunate blessing and the promise of blessing and the trust in the blessings that are coming, which are signified here by the Ace of Discs. So a beautiful month, really beautiful spread to prepare us for new beginnings. Actually, I'm going to put all of this here so you can go back to the original message. And there was just one more exclamation point, which was the Queen of Cups came up reversed. And the reversal here doesn't indicate blockage, but it does indicate the potential for blockage if you forget to look within. So there's a significance to both of these reversals on either side of the Chariot, that you may go in and out of alignment this month. Just know that that's part of the process of growth. And just commit to returning to alignment. Ask for help when you need it, and anticipate a month of blessings. Set your intentions for abundant well-being, and be prepared to look for inspiration and opportunities to contribute and to participate in something larger. The world needs us now more than ever before, and you have important gifts and contributions to offer to the whole. So in preparation for Scorpio New Moon and in celebration of the Scorpio New Moon, I wish you a wonderful month. And if you're interested in learning more about the astrological auspices of the month, you can go to seattleastrology.org. For more information about the Alchemy Mystery School, you can go to thealchemyschool.com. Thanks for listening, and I will see you again in a couple of weeks at the full moon. This is Elizabeth Shermer with an intuitive reading for the Grids of Light.